Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel and seeing some videos, okay? All right, so we are on the prophetic watch, okay? I told you guys we're on the prophetic watch. I'm watching and following what the prophets and people who gave a prophetic word about Trump being reelected as president. I'm following that and to see what they're saying. So Chris Yoon, I did a video of him yesterday, but I can't avoid this one, guys. Okay, I really cannot avoid not to do this. And I want you to see and watch the tactics is using now, or the explanation is doing. He gave us three things, like the three prophecies that haven't come to pass. He said there's so many that he has said that have come to pass, and three main ones are still remaining. And he says, number one, that Trump will still be seated as president, you know. Number two, there is something to do with the military. The military is going to take over or rule, or something is going to happen. And he said, he's saying today like it was fulfilled on January 20th. This is, you can't make this up. Number three, and then number three, it talks about a justice that was going to come and sweep over, okay? Swift justice. And they'll be rounded up. You know, he's the same person who said Biden will be arrested on January 19th. It didn't happen. But now he's still holding on to there will be a massive of arrests that are going to take place. So without wasting the time, let's hear what he says. Okay.
What's going on, guys? It is the morning of the 21st, the day after the 20th. I got a lot of updates for you guys, but I want to try to keep it brief. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot behind the scenes that you don't see. I'm going to explain how all the prophetic words God gave me has come to pass so far. January 20th was significant.
So he's saying the prophetic words that God gave him came to pass. In fact, I'm just playing this from his YouTube channel, and it says, the title, "One prophecy God gave me passed yesterday," which is on the 20th. Two remain will pass.
A lot of the things you see in the media and online are just simply not what it seems. And again, I gave that word before, and many of you are now being tested in your faith. I'm going to explain those things. And also, I've never been more confident and more in tuned to hearing from the Lord and how the things that He's giving me, and as well as other prophetic voices, are true and are coming to pass. And so when I address a lot of those things, God's allowed me to release a series of videos targeting your heart. And a lot of this and what I'm about to say, as well as what's going on, the purpose of this, again, isn't about Trump. It's not about Biden or all these things. It's about you getting in the right place so that you would be in position for loving God.
How can you be in the position when what you are telling the people, it's false, it's lie, it's not true, and you are claiming God told you? You are misleading the people. You are not helping their Christian walk, their Christian faith. You are not helping their heart.
To be in a place to have revival and for many other souls to come to know Him. And so I'm very confident in that, and I'm very confident in what the Lord has been saying to me and what He's been speaking to me. And I want to double down on that. I want to triple down on that. And I want to just tell you, on whenever we meet God face to face, He will tell you Chris was right, and the people that were against Him were wrong, or there are certain things that we didn't see in the physical and the natural.
Chris is right. He will tell you. God will say, hey, when you meet Him face to face, He was right, you were wrong. Everybody was questioning His false prophecies, although even what He was saying has never, it can be backed up by Scripture, by the Bible, by the written word. Oh, He was right, you were wrong, right?
That you had taken as being truth, but it wasn't. And so I want to just very clearly clarify that. A lot of you will still be throwing stones. I'm okay with that because whether it's in ignorance or whether it's in your pride or whether it's just out of your gnashing of teeth and your hatred, you're doing that for whatever that is. God will.
Please watch my other video 2 days ago. He clearly told us January 20th is the end date for Biden, for Trump to take office. And he says, don't throw stones until January 20th. He say that. It's on video. I did a video of that. Now he's trying to talk to us and tell us that, hey, you are ignorant. Hey, you are gnashing your teeth at me. Your heart is not in the right place. That's pretty much what he's trying to say. That there's something wrong with us when we take his word, the prophetic word that he tells us, and we look at the events and say, he didn't come to pass. What you said has not and will not, because Biden has become the president, okay? But he's blaming us. There's something wrong with us.
Judge you for that, but all I'm doing is I want to be a messenger of God, and I'm just trying to clearly, or as best as possible, give that message so that it can encourage some of those that really are in the truth and that they really are walking in faith and not by sight. So I want to give that caveat here. So what happened yesterday, I was also confused by that. I asked the Lord, Lord, you've given me 3 prophetic words that are going to pass in this hour. You said that there's going to be some kind of military intervention or some kind of military influence, and they're going to do something. Now, I thought that was some kind of a military takeover. I'll explain that in a second. The second prophetic word he gave me was that he's going to allow swift judgment to take place, and he's going to allow that in many industries, big tech, the media, obviously politics, businesses, even churches, so many places. I'll explain that in a second. And then the third one he's given me that I still stick to is that Trump will be reelected and he will have a second term in this year, this season of the next.
You hear that? He has added some flavor to it on the third one, like Trump will be reelected. Now he's saying in this year. He told us January 20th, that's when we put the president. That's when the Supreme Court swears in a new president. So now he's saying, hey, it's this year. All right?
Next 4 years, not 2024, this year. So those are 3 things. And he also showed me that January 20th was significant. So that date I've stated, and I'm holding to that, but it's different than what I had thought previously, because I thought that.
So if it is different from what you thought previously, why wouldn't you apologize and just tell the people it wasn't right? I missed it. I didn't see it. But now he's going into conspiracy theories. This is very dangerous. Please listen to how now he explains it.
Trump will just come about, and that's what it is. And so I've asked the Lord about that, and I'll actually just quickly clarify that. I asked the Lord about that yesterday. I said, Lord, what was significant about yesterday? It seemed like it was not what I thought it would be, as well as many other people. And the word he gave me to encourage me was, yesterday was significant. I gave that to you, but the day yesterday was, and what he gave me was, it was the day that he allowed the shackles of this nation to be broken, to be unbound, and to be loosened. And so that day, and again, I'm going to give some.
A lot of people were saying if Biden takes office, America is dead. A lot of prophets have done that. I've said that. Now we are going in the darkness. But Chris is saying that America was freed. The shackles was loosened. It's very confusing.
Thoughts here of what may be happening in the physical realm. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying this is what the facts are. I don't want to speak to that because there's so many things being thrown around as being, information that people should take as fact. We'll see a lot of these things come out slowly over the next maybe couple of weeks, couple of days. I'm not sure. But apparently, again, this is not a prophetic word. Apparently, the moment Biden got inaugurated, that was this rubber stamp to allow the military to actually seize control, because there's this thing going around about how America was a corporation for so long after the 18th president Ulysses S. Grant, and then now we have been freed from that to be now an actual republic. And so
that is a conspiracy theory, and it's just confusing you. He's just tossing this information out there just to make you confused for his failed prophecy.
Again, this is things that people are saying. I don't claim.
What people are saying, can you tell us who is saying that? Who's hearing that? Those are conspiracy theories, and you are coming to your channel and tell people that, hey, God told me to explain it now. You know, I thought it was this, but when I prayed, God told me like this. Come on, that is total lie.
Know that, but because of that, that gives the military authority to now rule. And so Chris Miller, who's in charge of the military, as well as Pete Gaynor, who's in charge of FEMA, apparently they are now in control of the United States as well as the government because, and this is what people are saying, that the moment he was inaugurated,
what people are saying,
that validated and allowed
which people are saying those? It's getting weird, guys. Just one more. Listen, just one more.
I guess constitutional or invalid presidential candidate to be elected. And so whatever that means, that's that. I'm just putting it over here. And if that's true, then that would clearly have fulfilled the first prophetic word that I had mentioned.
If that's true, then it could have clearly fulfilled the prophecy mentioned. You hear that? This theory has, this conspiracy theory about the military taking over FEMA and military secretly they are controlling, actually they are ruling the country. That's what he's telling us. Because his title on this video, it says, one prophet gave me past yesterday to remain that will pass. He's clearly lying to you.
So to that, whatever that means, yesterday was significant and it has allowed the military to now covertly and behind the scenes seize control. I don't know what's going on in terms of the news. My guess, and again, this is a personal guess, is that the military or whoever just can't come in and sweep people up very visibly and publicly. Otherwise, it would be a huge uproar. That wouldn't be the smartest strategy in order to keep the law and order and the peace. And so most of the U.S., or 99% of the U.S. cannot see what's going on. Otherwise, there would be an uprising and an uproar. And so that's a smart strategy if I were to say that. Otherwise, if you just swooped in there and took them, right at the inauguration, that would obviously be not good. And others are saying, again, this is some, people saying this, I can't say this is what God told me or this is fact, but they are even saying that the inauguration was pre-recorded.
Which are those people? Now he's saying the other people are saying the inauguration was pre-recorded. I have family, I have friends who attended it. I saw it in live television, in all across channels. And you still even entertain this idea that inauguration of Joe Biden was pre-recorded and you're telling people that?
It was possibly even CGI'd, or if not that it was just done earlier. And apparently there's evidence like in Spain or other places that it was broadcasted earlier than what it was shown live. I can't speak to that. But these are all things that are happening in the physical world. The point is, there's a lot of information coming up.
Okay, it's I'll call this BS. He's not a prophet. Okay, he has admitted he's not, but he doesn't hear from God. And what he's saying and giving this prophetic word, this is ridiculous. This is not God speaking. Conspiracy theories, he brings them to this channel, and now he wants you and I to believe that his prophecy, like he said, one prophecy God gave me past yesterday. The military now are in control, okay? This is very dangerous. I mean, really, I don't even know how you guys can believe this thing, what Chris is saying, but many are believing it. Many are locked in with the false prophecy. So I just wanted to tell you guys, sorry the video is a little bit long, but tell me what you guys think. make sure you comment. All right, let's have a discussion about it online. Thank you so much.